But semantically, in the markup, we now have a citation for this quote. And if you wanted to, you could display the citation using CSS, but we don't need to. Next up is the Q element, or Q tag, or quote tag. The Q element is related to the block quote element. It's used for inline content that doesn't require paragraph breaks, whereas the block quote is used for block level content that does require paragraph breaks. So what do I mean by that? Well, let's go ahead and try it out. After our block quote, we'll go ahead and skip down a little bit, and we'll create a new paragraph that's outside of the block quote tag. So we'll create a paragraph, and we'll go ahead and type in, "A wise man once said," then with the Q tag, "I think, therefore I am," and then we'll close the quote tag or Q tag. So let's go ahead and switch back to the browser and refresh the page. And let's take a look at this paragraph that we now have with a quote inside of it. The paragraph is not inside of a block quote element, so you'll notice that it is not indented by default, whereas the block quote is. However, with the Q element, we have quotes around our inline quote inside of this paragraph. There's no need for us to add these quotes in ourselves because they're added automatically by the browser. Now, just like the block quote tag, we can also add a citation to the Q tag. So let's go ahead and switch back to our text editor. And inside of the Q tag, we'll go ahead and add a cite attribute. And just like the cite attribute for the block quote, the cite attribute for the Q element needs to be a URL. So we'll say this is from example.com/philosophy.html. So we'll go ahead and save that. And if we switch back to the browser and refresh the page, you'll notice that just like the block quote, nothing has actually changed, but semantically, we have that citation in the markup, and we could even display it to the user should we want to. Quoting other works in a web page isn't something that comes up terribly often, but when it does, it's important to use the proper elements to add more semantic meaning to your page.